Hello friends, Perez Hilton here. It is a new week. It is a new beginning. It is a new opportunity for us to do things differently, to do things for the first time. I thank you for watching. There's so much to get to today. A lot of highs and unfortunately a lot of lows also. Before I get to everything though, a friendly reminder, I am now on Cameo, this really cool app. You can get a personalized video greeting from me for anyone, for anything, birthday, shout out, anniversary, graduation present, you name it. Just go to bookcameo.com/Perez Hilton, or you can book me directly on the Cameo app. That's Cameo with a C. Also, follow me on Instagram, the Perez Hilton, and also Perez Hilton. My thoughts, first and foremost, are going to everybody in Toronto today. 9 people were killed after they were run over by a van. One can only assume it was an act of terrorism. More than 9 were injured as well. My heart is heavy for the city I love so much. I've been to Toronto over a dozen times. Also, my heart is heavy for the people of Nashville, for all of those that lost loved ones this weekend. A shooter killed 4 people at a Waffle House there. Thankfully, the alleged suspect has been found and is now with the authorities. But I'm just so upset by it because this person should not have had guns to begin with. He is clearly insane. I don't even want to say mentally unstable. I mean, he was arrested about a year or so ago for being in a restricted area near the White House, wanting to set up a meeting with the president. He also thought that Taylor Swift was stalking him, and he had an assault rifle. I don't think Americans need to be able to buy assault rifles. That's just me. If you want to hunt, great. Get a gun or a hunting rifle. If you want to protect yourself at home, great. Get a handgun. But these assault rifles that are meant for the military, you and I should not have access to them. On the complete opposite side of the spectrum and the planet, wonderful happy news coming out of London. Kate Middleton has given birth to a baby boy weighing 8 pounds, 7 ounces. That's a big baby boy. The biggest of her 3, Princess Charlotte and Prince George, went to go visit new baby brother in the hospital today. And this is such a wild British tradition for the royals. They give birth and literally a handful of hours later, they have to be camera ready to present the baby to the press. Can't you do that the next day? The woman just spent hours in labor. A baby came out of her. Give her at least a night to sleep. But no, she's got to put her makeup on and get dressed, like shower, all of that jazz. Queen Elizabeth, I put it all on her. She loves tradition. Also, in more baby news, Kate Middleton's sister, Pippa, is pregnant. Yay! Congratulations to Pippa. It'll be her first child. Imagine that. Having a princess or a future majesty as your aunt, but you're not a royal yourself. That still does come with a lot of perks, I would imagine. In more news from over the weekend that people are still talking about, Shania Twain gave an interview to the British newspaper The Guardian in which she said that she would have voted for Donald Trump if she could have voted for the U.S. presidential election in 2016. Shania says, and I quote, "I would have voted for Trump because even though he was offensive, he seemed honest. Do you want straight or polite? Not that you shouldn't be able to have both. If I were voting, I just don't want blank BS. I would have voted for a feeling that it was transparent. And politics has a reputation of not being that, right?" Well, Shania said that, and then after saying that, felt the need to apologize for saying that. Shania said, quote, "I would like to apologize to anybody I have offended in a recent interview with The Guardian relating to the American president. The question caught me off guard. As a Canadian, I regret answering this unexpected question without giving my response more context. I am passionately against discrimination of any kind and hope it's clear from the choices I made and the people I stand with that I do not hold any common moral beliefs with the current president. I was trying to explain in response to a question about the election that my limited understanding was the president talked to a portion of America like an accessible person they could relate to, and he was not a politician. My answer was awkward, but certainly should not be taken as representative of my values, nor does it mean I endorse him." Shania, you literally said you would vote for him if you could have. That's an endorsement. Listen, you're totally entitled to your opinions, your feelings, your truth. Stand behind it. Why apologize for it? That apology don't impress me much. Sorry. Also, I'm not very impressed by Kim Zolciak from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She claimed that before social media, racism wasn't all that real. No, seriously, she said this on the reunion special after Nene Leakes and other housewives called her out for what they thought was racism. Well, she did not help herself by making these comments after she left the stage and stormed off set. This is exactly what Kim said. This whole racism thing in this day and age is BS. Every one of those MFers on that couch owe this world a blanking apology for this racism blank. They already tried to claim that blank long ago. Nobody bought into it then because the social media wasn't there and racism wasn't blanking all that real. You know it. I mean, how can you respond to that other than saying, it would have seemed to me she's very ignorant, not very educated, and clearly wrong. She needs some crisis PR management ASAP. Oh, Kim Zolciak. An update also from the weekend. If you haven't heard, Vern Troyer, a.k.a. Mini-Me, passed away. We're now hearing what led to his death. He was hospitalized a while ago while in a state of being suicidal. He did not commit suicide, but his blood alcohol content was 3 times the legal limit, and his organs started failing shortly thereafter being hospitalized. Very sad. Also, a sad update on the death of Avicii. The Oman government says that his death was not the result of any criminal activity. Also, Avicii's brother is there in Oman looking for answers after the DJ's sudden death. One of the things that is confusing to the family is Avicii was staying at a fancy resort there, but checked out several days before his death. So where was he? The family wants to know, and other answers. Right now, those close to him believe he may have died because of alcohol. He had pancreatitis, and if you have that, you're not really supposed to drink. He was photographed with something in hand that could have been an alcoholic beverage just the day before his death. Sending positive vibes to Avicii's family. He has been memorialized everywhere from Coachella to in his home country of Sweden. He will be missed. All right, on to less heavy news. An update on Khloé Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. Khloé is still in Cleveland and might remain with Tristan because he has told her that he is willing to work on himself, go to therapy, or even rehab. And Khloé is giving him another chance. I'm just so bummed today. Thank God we had the British royal baby birth. Also, more information about Tristan being a dog and acting like a single guy during the NBA All-Star Weekend. I've got the links to that on my website along to everything else. Paris Jackson is slamming her relatives who claim that she's heading for a meltdown, saying, "When was the last time you called me? Call me." I'm looking into the future, and I'm going to call it now. The Kardashian children are the next Jacksons. Just because there are so many of them, they're going to be eating their own for money and fame, like selling a story on that cousin, selling a story on that one, screwing over this relative. Ay, ay, ay. On to more unsavory news. R. Kelly's publicist, lawyer, and assistant quit following even more sexual misconduct allegations. Good on them. What took you so long? And yet, despite all of this, R. Kelly is still signed to a major recording contract at RCA Records. I'm going to end things with some positive news today, though. Congratulations to my imaginary friend, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He and his baby mama, Lauren Hashian, have welcomed a little girl into the world, their second daughter. Her name is Tiana Gia Johnson. Aww. Also, speaking of The Rock, The Fast and the Furious is being turned into an animated TV show for Netflix. That property has given Universal so much money. On to some other relationship news. Gwyneth Paltrow is getting candid about her lifelong intimacy issues and says that her relationship with her now fiancé Brad Falchuk is her first adult relationship. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a straight up diss to Chris Martin from my eyes. Oh, Gwenny. From Gwyneth Paltrow to ending some things with really positive news, Kevin McHale from Glee has publicly confirmed that he is gay and he's dating a hottie, this Broadway actor. Congratulations to you, Kevin, and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, follow, share, all that good jazz. Thank you. Mwah.